can cry all you want, don't quit. People speak lies, people gossip. People switch up, people jump ship. You can cry all you want, don't quit. You can cry all you want, don't quit.
Hi, and welcome back to the Cry But Don't Quit show. I'm your host, India Miles. I'm the author of the Handbook for Success, Cry But Don't Quit. I'm also an inspirational speaker, inspiring empowered Black women just like you to cry but don't quit for life success and to live your best life in Christ. So, I've got another interview for you. I'm so excited about this woman because she's doing what every single woman this year since I began coaching has been telling me that they want to do. They want to be full-time entrepreneurs. They want to take that leap of faith and they want to just step out, start their own, be their own boss, and not let what's going on personally with them stop them from shining in all of their glory. And, P.S., give back, change lives, impact other women like us. So I know that's you, and that's why we're here. And without further ado, I am going to introduce you to our next guest, Miss Revita, goes by Vita, Bohanan, age 35 years old, 35 and fabulous. Let me tell you, fabulous. She's a beautician, she's a cosmetologist. She is a talented entrepreneur and business leader. And when it comes to her new business venture, Beauty and Kinks LLC, that's located right here in Virginia in Colonial Heights. The address of the salon is important to me to share it with you guys so that you guys can support, stop by, pay her a visit after you watch this interview. She's located at 3303 Boulevard, Colonial Heights, Virginia. She is the mother of 3 kids. It's not gonna look like it, I promise you that. I told her I couldn't talk to her after she put this white dress on, y'all. She looks fabulous. 3 children, 1 boy that's age 14 years old, and then 2 girls age 6 and 9. And she's currently going through a really painful divorce. So give her space, give her grace, because we've all been there. And then when it comes to, well, some of us, I've been there. Some of us have been there. Okay, and then when it comes to domestic violence, you know, she wants to really be an advocate in that space as well. So welcome, Miss Revita. Hey, girl.
Hey.
3 kids where? Where?
I mean,
DNA. You. I mean, you are the epitome of the industry that you're in. Beauty, style, grace. You are a walking canvas for what you can do. You know, so I want you to start there. I want you to really share why and how COVID, you know, created an entrepreneur, created a business leader.
Well, honestly, before COVID, I was a salon leader for Hair Cuttery. I had been with Hair Cuttery since 2002. I had led that salon along with my assistant, Tanji, to #1 in the region. And, you know, God just kept nudging at me, you know, if you could do this for someone else, then you could do this for you as well. And so I just kept having a nudge, but you know, like most people, we become stagnant in a position. You know, we become comfortable and we're scared to actually take the leap. When you become stagnant, you're getting that check and you know that money is guaranteed and you think, oh my God, if I go out on my own, is it gonna be the same? You know, I don't wanna fail. And that's my biggest thing, I don't like to fail. So, you know, when COVID hit, something actually happened with the company I was with and they actually let me go.
Thank you.
You bust your tail for a company and they let you go.
Yeah.
It was very hurtful.
Yeah.
But I knew that God wanted me somewhere different.
Yep.
And so I started my business, Beauty and Kinks LLC. And you know, ever since I started, I have not marketed not one time. And God has blessed me. Referrals after referrals after referrals. And I just know that this was what was made for me.
Yep. I agree.
So, yeah.
Yes, and Beauty and Kinks, you, like I said, you already are advertising what you do every day. But I want to start there. Before we get into the personal stuff and your nonprofit, I want to start with what you do. What do you do at your salon? What type of salon environment do you create? I know you're big about positive energy, positive affirmations, but specifically because you have a brand new business and this platform and these women, we are being intentional, ladies, in 2021 with supporting each other. So when it comes to you feeling, you know, supporting these women with hair care services, what do you specifically do under Beauty and Kinks?
So I actually offer all things natural hair. I do all hair textures, from Caucasian, Mexican, Spanish, doesn't matter, Black, every hair type, men, I do it all. I offer lock services, lock repair, color, lock extensions, healthy hair. That is my, motto. I'm all things healthy hair. As far as my atmosphere in the salon, I definitely have, pictures and affirmations that say she believed she could, so she did, which is actually true. I just want to motivate my clients. Work hard, hustle harder, I have my crystals in the salon. I sage in there, just to keep that positive energy in the salon, because a lot of times, when people are in your chair, you never know how they're feeling once they're in your chair. They could come in there and be feeling down at that time. But if they're walking into positive energy, then they're going to walk out feeling great and amazing. Yeah. And so as a hairstylist, I'm not just a hairstylist. It's almost like I'm a therapist almost, and a lot of women trust in me and tell me their stories. So I just like to create a safe place, for my clients, so that they could feel like, when they come in the shop, that it's just one-on-one, me and them, and we could just interact, and they could be as open, they could walk out feeling amazing.
And what amazed me when, as I got to know you throughout this process, I was amazed to know that you were a makeup artist. And you do permanent makeup, and was that something that you just kind of added on, or was that like a secret passion that you always had, and now, it's just like, why not?
Makeup and hair for me has always been a thing. I mean, since I was like 9 years old. Okay. And so the permanent makeup just kind of interacted with being a makeup artist. I was just like, if I could do makeup, why not do permanent makeup, And then my best friend, Tanji, who was also a permanent makeup artist, she kind of gave me the push, like, girl, you got this, you can do it. And so I was like, you right, you right. I can do this. Yeah. So that's what pushed me out there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you do beautiful work.
Thank you.
I have enjoyed discovering your work, watching your work, following your work at your Instagram page specifically is where I spend most of my time. And I believe that's Beauty and Kinks on Instagram.
Yes.
And it's just every single post is a post about something you're doing different with your locks or a different makeup look. And it's just, what's fun to me to see is somebody that's near my age after 3 kids looking as beautiful as you are. And it really, it sets a standard. It sets a standard that we don't get to let ourselves go, that we don't get to get lost in our pains and our adversities and the things that were unforeseen, but they were all part of God's big plan. So, speak to that, especially something that came to mind when I was thinking about, you being a therapist for a lot of the clients. Sometimes that's the closest a lot of people get to sharing what's going on with them. And I know domestic violence is something really near and dear to you, and you've created that space. It's not anything formal right now. It's not a formal 501c3. It's just an idea. But share with us, and with them, what that looks like and what it's going to look like when you kind of get the ball rolling on your domestic violence program and organization.
So right now I'm in the midst of starting a nonprofit organization for women who deal with domestic violence. Whew. Me, myself, I'm a woman who dealt with domestic violence. And a lot of times, when those women are in your chair, you get to discover that they too have dealt with domestic violence, or they're in a situation where they're dealing with it right now. And so, it really just pushed me, because I stayed in a relationship with someone, wanting to love them through it. I think I could be the fix-it. But the thing and the reality of it is I can't fix you. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to learn how to fix myself. And, even 4 years after the most recent domestic violence, in that relationship, I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do it no more. And I had to leave, And I'm glad that I left, because when you're in that, you lose your voice. And you try to protect the character of the person that's abusing you, but you're silenced,
Yeah, I know.
And so I just want to create this organization to help other women who feel like they're silenced as well, and feel like they have somebody they can lean on, and that they don't have to be in this situation anymore. You could get out. Yeah. Get out. Yeah. You can't fix them. Yeah.
And I want to add to that, because I told you, I said, I'm the crazy one. I'm the one, I don't think you want to touch me. You don't want to do nothing crazy to me. But, domestic violence looks different. And because people don't talk about it, people don't know, the signs, and they don't know that you've been silenced. You don't know that you could have toxic family members. Like this whole live your best life journey came from not being abandoned by one parent, but both parents at the age of 16, marrying me off. You know, all of the life skills I had to learn on my own as a young girl, all the stuff that I had to go through. And I didn't know that that was domestic violence. I didn't know that me not sharing my story was me being silenced by people who abused me verbally, physically, you know? So it's so important that we stop allowing them to get away with it. We're not even doing it for them. It's not even about, about them. It's about the woman who, you just said, the woman who doesn't know that what she's living in right now is a form of domestic violence. And you get to not just do their hair, not just put pretty makeup over it, but you get to heal those wounds that all it takes is one person to do something that just robs you of your self-worth, and it could take you 20, 30 years to heal from that. So when you see tears, it's not just because, suck it up, get over it, love them through it. It looks good in pictures. No, I'm a firm believer that if someone doesn't love you the way you love them or you love yourself, they gotta go. So I commend you just for creating the space to have the conversation while it's still raw, while you're still healing, while you're going through a divorce, and it's hard, it's scary to have to start over yet again. But just like your new business, you got a new chapter starting, and you look good. You look good, girl. So I love that. Is there anything else you want to add to that you want to share with them about, just knowing that they can do whatever they want to do in life and not to let anybody or anything stand in their way?
Well, only thing I could say is just keep your resilience and keep your strength. Take your power back. That's the only advice I could give you, because even though I walk around every day with a smile on my face, there are days where I just feel
awful,
below, And so I'm just thankful that I have a support system, which is my best friend,
Yeah, you are blessed. And who she's referring to is Tanji, who was just on here last week. And y'all don't understand how it's so important for us to not just talk about each other, but be there for each other. Let us have space to cry and not have to be strong and just pull the covers up over our heads one day and just don't tell us to get over it and just get up and keep being strong, but really just give me space, be there for me. So you're blessed to have that girlfriend. You really are.
Yeah.
That support system's everything, and you don't get to go through anything by yourself, and that's why Cry But Don't Quit exists. That's why the community that's Cry But Don't Quit exists, because I am you, you are you, you are them. We all are sharing the exact same story, but we're not talking to each other about it.
Exactly.
We're not. We're living in shame. We're living in embarrassment of it, and you have nothing to be embarrassed about. So please tell us how we can get in touch with you, how we can support your business, how we can keep promoting your success.
You can contact me personally on Facebook, Revita Bohanan. If you ever want to, talk to somebody, if you're going through what I'm going through, I could be your ear, your shoulder to cry on. You may be mine. My phone number, 347-756-1958. I can be reached on Instagram at Beauty and Kinks, and also my Facebook business page, Beauty and Kinks.
Awesome. And I wish you much success. You are a delight. For all that you've gone through this week, just period. And to show up today, show up for them. God bless you. You're going to be enormously successful.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, thank you again for tuning in, for another amazing episode of the Cry But Don't Quit show. If you would like to share your testimony, your journey, your business here on this platform, we created it to serve you. In the meantime, I'm gifting you a free copy of my handbook for success, Cry But Don't Quit, at crybutdon'tquit.com. So go, you pay shipping and handling, and I've already paid the price so that you don't have to. God bless you, and I love you.
And you were made for it. Write it in a book, make them pay for it.